Good morning. It is, I don't know, 6:20. I've been on the road for about, 25, 30 minutes. Got up at 5 this morning. It's an exciting day because I am going to get a ram for my flock. And I've got about an hour and a half drive up to this guy in Northwest Alabama. And he has some of the best sheep that you can get, and I've bought all of mine from him. So I try and stay with him. But he is leaving early to deliver a large amount this morning and told me if I was coming, I'd have to be there early. So here's what we're doing. I have held off as long as I can. It's September 3rd, and it is time to put a guy in the field with the ladies. So I've been holding off to find the right Katahdin ram that I want. And so I reached out to Lonnie and I said, hey, look, I'm ready for a ram. When do you think I can get one? And he came back and said, hey, look, this is absolutely great. I've got one that would be good for your flock. So with that being said, I went ahead and told him I was going to get 3 ewes too. And I wanted yearling. I don't want something that has just been born this past year. I want something that has already been bred, and we can start off right. So one of the reasons I decided to get some more ewes was Ida came through, and even though we are in Northwest Alabama, we had a lot of problems with that storm, in the sense of there were some winds and there was a massive amount of rain. And so the rain was just ruthless for 3 days. The sheep were out in the field, and we had them in a wooded area in one of our pastures. And a tree was blown down, fell over the fence, and we found one of the sheep dead after everything cleared. And sadly, I have to replace her, so I wanted to go ahead and get a couple more as well. So I'm going up today. I'm going to be driving. It's absolutely beautiful here in North Alabama. I'm headed through a little town called Brilliant, and I am making my way north. So there'll be more to come. That's what we're doing today. Thank you. Yeah, you might say I'm a little excited. You can see what we've got there. We've got the 3 ewes I mentioned, and then Sam the ram. He's going to be doing some justice when he gets back. But yeah, we're pretty excited to have these. You guys really should, if you are looking for sheep and you're anywhere around West Alabama, you need to really check out a place called Rolling O Farms, and I'm going to put a link at the end of this video. Lonnie's easy to work with. He's been doing this for years, and he's got great sheep. And if he doesn't have it, I will say, I mean, he can get it. You know, we did not want a ram full time at the beginning, and he said, hey, look, just call me and let me know when you want one. And I did. And as he said, he's a man of his word. He found me what I wanted, called me and said, I've got it. And we were in business. So definitely check out the end of the video. I will have his contact information on there. But we've got a road trip back, and it is still early, and we are going to be able to enjoy the sun coming up over rural Alabama on the drive back and just take it in. Okay, so we made it to the barn, and I want to show you guys what we're going to do now. We're going to actually go ahead and get the sheep and put them in this corral. So I've got this corral, which is where we normally keep the sheep and do any type of medication. Got a 6-foot gate, but this is grown up, and so I'm going to put some feed in here, and I'm going to let them come in and go. And what I've done is I've backed the truck up, and this is something you guys should look at if you're really looking to have an easy way in your small scale. This is just a 4-foot gate. And then when these doors open, they will come up to each corner. I'll show you that. And then the sheep just basically jump out. And so they can be in here and they're contained. This is going to allow me to give them a shot. Now I am going to give them a shot of LA200 today, and I'm going to tell you why. When we bought sheep in May, it was very humid, and we have the open edge car back here, and so air got in and it was blowing in their face, and 2 of the sheep that I just purchased within 2 weeks died of shipping pneumonia. Had never heard of it, didn't know what it was, checked around with the local vet and some other people that I know, and yeah, it is something that happens from time to time, especially in the South. Extremely humid days, there's air constantly blowing in them, they get some fluid in their lungs, but there was no symptoms, and I was up here every day checking on them. No symptoms at all, and one day I came up and one was just dead, a young one, probably 6-month-old lamb. I started watching them really close, still didn't see anything, there was no runny nose, there was nothing, and then the next day came up and there was another one. And so when I took them to the vet and said, hey, what in the hell has happened to these sheep, disease, whatever, when they lifted their hind legs up and picked them up, there was all this fluid. It was horrible. Very sad 2 days on the farm because, you know, we really wanted to get them going. So anyway, I'm very careful now. The vet had said, hey, look, LA200, give them a shot. So I'm going to let them out now. I'm going to let them kind of just get settled down and acclimated. I'm going to get some water, get them a little bit of feed, and let them just chill and relax from the ride. And then I will probably come up in a couple of hours. All right, everybody. Let's see what we've got here. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. All right. Come on. Go. Go, sugar. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go, babe. Come on, Sam. Go! Just slung some crap on me. Good job, big boy. That's it. See how easy that is? So now they're gonna sit out here. Good thick lush grass. You can see they're already starting to take to that. This is vital, in my opinion, to let them just come in and get comfortable. So they're gonna chill out for a little while, enjoy the grass,